Hello, can you hear me? I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to tell, isn't it? Let me see if my system settings are allowing me to speak. Speak my truth. Let's have a look. Because it keeps changing, and I didn't change it. Output, MacBook Pro speakers, input, MacBook Pro microphone built in. Yeah, looks like it's working. Who knew? Anyway, I got egg on toast, beans on toast for breakfast. And I've just been doing some repair work on my somewhat unnecessary, but according to society, attire. I have to wear clothing, apparently. Otherwise, capture moments as they happen. Stream markers and timestamps. Oh my gosh, it's got all these things. All these bells and whistles. Oh, the first mouthful's always the best, isn't it? The first cut is all no singing. Who you are. Anyway. Sanity. Another measurement. We measure things so well. We're clever little humans, aren't we? I have to apparently my microphone is attached to something else. Anyway, okay. So I talk towards the camera. Hello, hello. Gosh. Are you sure you want to disconnect by plugging this phone into your Mac? You can reconnect by plugging this phone into your Mac. Oh dear, oh dear. Technology has the better of me. Once again. I am having fun. Are you having fun? No, seriously, are you? Are you sure? You sure you're having fun? Oh, that was so good. Cheers. Oh, I can show you the repair I've made on my fabric. I was going to sew it. Actually, I was going to use a staple, but in the end, look at that. That's the safety I'm talking about. Safety pins. In the name of safety, because a lot of my friends are saying, stay safe. And I'm like, well, in the name of safety, external forces can turn up the fear factor. Yesterday, there was a distinct smell of smoke in the area, or the day before, or whatever, and a fire truck rolled over on the main street not far from here. And there was a war that was declared in some far-off country, and the dog was barking at the back door, so there must have been a craziness happening, or there was flowers that weren't blooming, and they normally bloom at this time of year. And oh my God! So I've got a mate coming over soon from the UK. He and I have been buddies for 40 years ish. His original guitarist in Tunnelmen and Tunnelmental and Tunnelmental Experiments. He's just a mate who plays guitar. He's really good too. I like him a lot. He's a good mate. He's been battling a lot of shit too, physical stuff. As we get older, our bodies tend to break down a little bit more and we heal a little bit slower. But he's doing great. He's battling his thing, and he's coming over to the untied states of America. And we're going to get together and play for a bunch of friends at a place called Sunspace on Unusual Tuesdays, which is getting a lot of press lately, which is great because it's a really fun night. Unusual Tuesdays at Sunspace in Sunland is getting a lot of good press. And it fully deserves it. The people who run it, open, boom, open. Too many people in this life, closed. Yeah. But we'll get to play some songs. We'll play some of the older ones, which is nice because I haven't really. I mean, I do try and keep hold of my own timeline, but it just all blurs together eventually. It's like, when was that show? Oh yeah, last week. Or when was that? When did we record that? Oh my God, I can't even remember. It's like, it's not that I'm getting Alzheimer's, though I might be. Who knows? That's something we can talk about, selective memory. I mean, we all go on this journey and hopefully it goes all over the place and we have lots of experiences and they're so much fun. And we bring in all that beautiful knowledge because we've experienced it rather than just heard it on the news or watched it on the telly, although you can do that if you want, who cares? But the point is, what you learn along the way is to have selective memories because you don't want to constantly relive the trauma that the external forces kind of feed you, and they feed you more and more. The reason they're feeding you more and more is because they've got more and more outlets. This is one of them. You, Mr. Internet. No. But that's not the enemy. Pointing a finger, 3 fingers pointing back. So I've had lots of good experiences through connecting in a flat world of Black Mirror. And I've had lots of great experiences. So, hey, I wouldn't have probably heard of Sunspace, even though it's a few doors away from where I live. I probably wouldn't have even heard of the place opening up again because it did get closed down for a while, but it's opened up again. I wouldn't have heard about it had I not been on the interwebs. So, and it's a great place and it's a great people and it's a fun place to go once a week to charge up your batteries. At least I try and go at least once a week. I mean, sometimes more. I'm not addicted to it. Am I? I might be addicted to creativity. Oh my gosh. I wonder if they've got a pill for that. Or maybe, yeah. Yeah, because I might be addicted to it. I'm addicted to being creative and being around creative people. Oof, they're going to come up with an antidote. I might die from creativity if I don't get the shot, and then I won't die. What do you mean you still die? Well, yeah, but you embrace it. What? Embrace death? Nah, I'm eternal, immortal, invisible. One of the guys I interact with quite a lot is Matt from Quantum of Conscience, and the poor bugger's getting more and more um, inundated with information that is contrary to his belief system, but at the same time, he knows where it's coming from and he's battling it his way. Admire him, yes, for sure. But there's a part of him that, and then we've all done it. We've all done it at some point in our lives. I'm approaching a very later, a much later time of life than Matt, but we've all done it at times where we've thought about suicide. We thought about saying, well, I don't really want to go on for much longer. Well, that's bollocks. You want to go on forever, don't you? Forever? I mean, forever, ever? Well, I've embraced that. I've embraced that in my psyche, in my soul, in my packet of crisps, in my arms and legs, and in my willy, and in my feet, and in my mouth, and in my nose, and in my ears, and in my eyes. I'm getting confused now. What have I embraced? Oh, yeah. Eternal now. We are eternal beings having a human experience of duality. And up and down and round and round. And I mean, Noel sings about it at Unusual Tuesdays. He sings about the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the heres and theres. And he formulates some sort of psychedelic response to it that is very endearing. Because, especially for me, because it's a resonance that I recognize. It's a true feeling of liberation from constraint. Now, it doesn't mean we have to show a level of self-restraint when we're working with other people. That's for sure, right? I'm sure about that, because when I interact with people, and if I let it all go, all of this, what I'm doing right now, if I let that all go, people go, what a fucking weirdo, what a loony. This food is so good. I'm sorry. Here's the deal. If you don't want to watch me eat, turn off. So what do we embrace? What is it we embrace about this human experience? I have a desire to create great beauty. I've been blessed with the ability to do that. It's not everything I do. I tried it. I want it to be everything I do to create great beauty, and often I fall short of my own exactitude, my own striving for connection to my eternal self through sharing that belief with others. Because even though we must, in some way, suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, he did some damage, you know, that guy. Yeah, it wasn't Shakespeare, it was another guy that wrote it for him, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. There's nothing outrageous anymore, you see. We've peeled back the onion. We are now at the very core. And the core of our human experience is to know somewhere in our human experience that we are eternal, and that is out of our control. We cannot control that eternity. Or we can try and stay young and fit and happy, but we can't tap into that eternal source. Give me some sauce, will you? Can't tap into that, even though there are unscrupulous and dark people who believe they might be able to tap into it. They can't. They're all the dark controllers, and they try and control others because they cannot control themselves. They don't know how to. They don't know how to interact. And what's happening is we're breeding a kind of feeling amongst the general public, or some people are, of like being powerless. The power of the powerless. It was an essay written many years ago. But it's like, once you break it down, once you got to that point where you believe, I can't change anybody else's mind except my own, including my heart, including my desire, including my physical self, including everything, I cannot hope to control that. Once you let that go and you've reached that place, and you know, a lot of people say it's the bottom of the barrel, it's the top of the barrel. You know, you're rising up to be your higher self and recognizing that control of others is usually a very good marker for lack of control of self. I mean, a lot of people say to me, oh, you're out of control. That's right. I am out of control. And I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. As long as I don't harm others, there's nothing wrong with being out of control, for being psychedelic. This grey world full of pain. I don't know. I'm psychedelic. It's not a grey world to me. The colours, the beauty, the nature, the wondrousness of it all is all there for me and for you. Should you embrace the idea that you're not going to manipulate other people's states of mind or heart, just accept the fact that we are beautiful and kind and caring and loving and compassionate, and you accept all that, and then you go, wow, if I go out into the world, I'm going to bump into people that are too. D2. No, not R2D2. I'm going to bump into people that are also embracing the idea that we're creative humans and we have to make great beauty. Now, beauty, eye of the beholder, nose of the beholder, ears of the beholder. Now, you know when you've tapped into your own sense of creativity. Now, I've worked with lots, I'd say it's up in the hundreds, of other musicians and artists, but I work better on my own creating something that flows through me rather than flows from me. Okay? Flows through me rather than from me, because I can decipher that which flows through me, but I cannot control that which flows through me if it's a creative, beautiful thing. So I've missed the mark. I mean, I've written so many songs. I've missed the mark on many occasions, but I've also hit the target a few times. And I love that. I mean, love the fact that I've been able to do the thing, which is the oxymoronic thing, which is I've held on to letting go. Hold on to letting go. It doesn't sound sensible. But then, our language is insufficient. It can't possibly be through our oral fixation for telling people what to do. It can't be through, what you need to do is, no. But in a way, that's what I'm doing, you see. I'm already contradicting myself because I'm saying there's a better way if you want to give it a try. I'm not saying you should do it, but there is a better way if you want to give it a try. But you have to let go of holding on to this system, this control grid. You have to let go. It's hard because you've been trained. Centuries and centuries and centuries and centuries of training. Okay, well, that'll do for today. I've had a good chat to myself, put myself straight a bit. 20 minutes, that's plenty. Doing some music soon. Follow tunnelmental, and you will find that I am doing stuff. Got to find out where to stop this now. Where's the stop button? Okay, end stream. Okay, I'm going to end the stream. Even though I'm in the stream, I'm going to end the stream. Defending the dreamers. I love you.